Before we get started today, I'd like to ask our dairy farming audience to take a few moments to go online to dairybusiness.com/protein and complete this survey. We are conducting this survey related to feed rations. Specifically, we'd like to know more about the protein ingredients that you and other producers commonly use. So if you are a dairy farm owner or employee and take a few minutes to complete this survey for us, we will send you a $10 gift code from UtterTech to use as you wish for your next online. We'd like to welcome to Dairy Business Update today a successful leader in the Wisconsin and national dairy industry, Janet Keller. She is currently the executive director of the Professional Dairy Producers Foundation, which is a creature of the Professional Dairy Producers of Wisconsin, a well-known organization that has transcended the borders of the Badger State. And Janet's going to talk to us a little bit today about the foundation and some current fundraising activities. Janet, welcome to Dairy Business Update.
Thank you, Joel. We appreciate the time to share our story about the foundation. We've been in existence since 2002, and as you mentioned, we were created by a group of dairy producers. We are a 501c3 organization, which means that we are not for profit, and therefore any of the gifts we are generously offered are tax deductible. Our mission is to share ideas, resources, and experiences about important issues that surround the dairy industry. And we continue to be a dairy producer-led, a dairy producer predominantly funded organization. However, we have a lot of supporting partners from the allied industry and the rest of the dairy community.
An impressive roster of supporters. Just give us an idea for what the foundation has done in the past, a couple of your keynote projects, perhaps.
Certainly. Every year we do underwrite some of the major educational programming through the Professional Dairy Producers Group. So things like financial literacy, their mentor program, their youth leadership activities, also very important building of trust with the rural communities. We help to underwrite the agricultural community engagement series, and that's where we bring together dairy producers as well as rural and community neighbors and government officials to discuss important issues like road infrastructure and water stewardship and all of the other big current issues that people are addressing out there in our communities of the dairy industry.
Sure. Worthwhile programs all. Fundraising, of course, is an ongoing challenge, perhaps your key role. You've got a new campaign kicking off this year. You've just announced. Tell us a little bit about this year's fundraising campaign.
Yeah, we're really excited to kick off our Plant a Seed, Inspire a Dream campaign. It's our annual big campaign that we have each spring. And to make it a little fun, we always have some team competitions. And this year, we actually have over 20 volunteers that are on 4 different teams. We have everything from Team Inspire to Team Vision to Team Dream, even Team Impact. They're competing against each other to see how much money they can raise for the efforts. And so we just kicked it off. We're excited to know that we're well on our way to our goal of raising $50,000 with this campaign, and they're off and running. But it's a fun activity. We have a wide variety of people that have already engaged and gifted money either online or sent checks to the office, and we look forward to seeing a lot more in the very near future.
While your campaign and your program is, I guess, incremental and substantially involved with Wisconsin, you do have activities for folks across the country. And I noticed that the Professional Dairy Producers nomenclature has been created in order to support producers in other states and regions.
You are exactly right. Our foundation is a national foundation. In fact, we happen to be one of the only dairy foundations of our type that is for educational purposes, with the dairy producer at the core. of the efforts. And so we like to say that we are Dairy's foundation. That's how we refer to ourselves. So in addition to those underwriting of some of the professional dairy producers programming, we also provide grants across the nation. And these grants are designed to fill gaps or needs in the industry where there isn't other money or support available. So things like producer-led water stewardship efforts, things like educational efforts at some of the big agriculture shows across the country where they're teaching consumers about dairy. Things like providing more education about the dairy industry in museums. Those are all things that we like to offer and award grants for from the foundation each year. We've given states as far away as North Carolina, Vermont, California, and such to provide support for those new initiatives that are helping build our dairy community and make it thrive.
Just give us your website where people can find out more about the foundation and about your campaign.
Absolutely. Our website is dairyfoundation.org, and you can go to our homepage there to gift money to the Plant-A-Seed and vote for the team of your choice. You'll see all the team members' names listed there. And you can also find out more about our organization and the efforts and impact that we are making with the entire dairy community.
Well, we appreciate you taking time to share that information. We're speaking with Janet Keller, who's Executive Director of the Professional Dairy Producers Foundation. And Janet, we thank you for being with us on Dairy Business Update.
Thank you, Joel.
This is Joel Hastings for DairyBusiness.com.